Oh. Oh.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Problematic Podcast. I'm your friendly neighborhood co-host, Rita, with my friendly favorite and famous co-host, Whitney.
You gotta stop doing this.
I'm not gonna stop. How are you, Whitney?
I'm good. We're here. Amen.
You're here. Mm-hmm. You are here.
How are you?
I am fantastic. I have no complaints. I woke up without a hangover after a birthday celebration. So life is good. Life is great. Everybody's excited.
Mm-hmm.
I love your hair again. You wear the coolest headband.
Ma'am, this was like, let me put something on to run around with this child before I figure out what's going on with my life.
I completely understand. What did your shirt say? Visions and voices?
Visions and voices. It's very black.
It's very black. So I'm gonna fill in the viewers. I had a pool party over the weekend.
Rompus.
We had
this was actually very tame.
The goal was to have a nice, cool, intimate, relaxing afternoon, and we did. But
goal achieved.
Whitney has the blackest, most African American ass beach towel y'all have ever seen. It's a big ass towel. It's like 10 feet long, and it just says freedom in multicolored letters. It is. If Juneteenth had a staple beach towel, it was Whitney's Freedom Beach Towel. I could not.
These Freedom Beach Towel sounds like a book cover. Sounds like a novel.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I actually got it from Target. It was Tabitha Brown's collaboration.
Really? Shout out to Tabitha Brown. She's the aunt that I've never met on my mama's side. She's fantastic.
She's our age.
No, she's not.
She's like maybe 40, like 41, 42.
No, I won't accept that. In my head, she's my auntie's age. And
I'm sorry, she's 44.
Wow. Okay, she's my older cousin, my favorite older cousin.
She's our big cousin. I think it's like her genteelness.
It is, because she doesn't look. She looks our
Not
age,
at all.
but she does.
But you know, we're black people. We never look.
You
never know how old.
That wisdom in her is just so profound. Oh, she just
oozing out those beautiful pores.
She could speak life into anything. I really loved her for that.
I loved how she cussed. She cussed somebody out.
Wendy Williams. She dragged
Wendy you remembering
the east side of heaven to the west side of glory with a smile on her face. She never raised her voice. She never cursed at her. She just told her. She said, I have peace. And your spirit is telling me that you don't have peace. But maybe if you just left people alone and learned how to love people, you too could have peace instead of the misery that is literally eating away at you inside and out. And I said, well, good God, Jesus, amen.
That is a level of dragging I aspire to achieve, because now I'm just screaming and waving my fists.
And then she prayed for her at the end. I said, oh.
It was like, it wasn't even nice, nasty. Because I sincerely believe that Tabitha meant that.
Yes.
Nasty implies that, like, I don't believe any of the stuff I'm saying. I'm just saying it.
Right.
Because there's underlying currents of fuck you.
Yes. No.
Tabitha, no, she meant that. She meant every word.
She meant it. And she's just been growing and glowing ever since. And I love that for her.
Yeah, Emery loves her show.
Oh,
watches all the time. We watch Miss Tab. Miss Tab.
That is too cute.
Yes, we watch Miss Tab. Anytime we go and make snacks, she'll be asleep. This is how bad it is. No. She'll be asleep, and I'm going to the kitchen. It's snack time. Snack time. Let's make something tasty. Grown ass person.
Is that what you've been listening to this week?
Yes. Lots of Miss Tab. Lots of Miss Rachel. Because the culture goes up for Miss Rachel. And let me tell you something. You want to get black moms really angry? Go up against Miss Rachel.
No, it's not going to work. I would highly recommend that y'all just don't do that.
There's a few there's not a whole lot of white people that we don't, that we don't play about. Miss Rachel's in the group of the people we don't play about. Bob Barker's in there.
Rest in peace to Bob Barker.
He rolled a 99.
He did. He got right up under $100. He
Mm-hmm.
did that.
He
Good
did
for
it.
him. Good for him.
I hope he won the big prize in heaven.
He did. He did.
Oh,
He got
tears.
the dream vacation that we've all been waiting for on the other side of glory.
I don't mean to laugh. That's just so sad.
Rest in peace, Big Bob.
Oh,
I feel like when you live to
no.
be 99, of course,
That's
Bob
what you want.
Barker is a part of our childhood, a part of our
Ginger
mama's
ale.
childhood. It's like if Bob Barker saltines, ginger ale, and a cup of regular condensed Campbell soup healed all of our bodies at some point. I remember watching The Price is Right when I had chickenpox in 97.
Girl, not chickenpox in 97, chickenpox in 95.
Oh, see? You was there. You survived. Me and you
made
was
it.
never part. But the fact that Bob Barker got to live to be 99 years old, like it's sad to hear that he passed away, but also it's like, oh, good for Bob. He made it right up under $1.
Right up under.
He nailed it.
Like, and it's like you can't even be bad. Like I know people are like, oh no, like, and I'm like, Bob, 99 is like what you want, guys.
Right. That's what you want. I'm gonna tell you what I've been listening to.
What you been listening to?
Burna Boy came out with a new album.
That's your bestie right there.
Y'all know
that's your summertime, like.
And the album is called I Told Them. And boy, did he deliver. It's got a J. Cole feature, which, I know all of y'all love J. Cole. I'm sure y'all have heard Sitting on Top of the World when he did the Brandy. I'm pretty sure that was what I've been listening to a few weeks ago. But yes, if y'all have not had an opportunity to check out the Burna Boy I Told Them album, it gives you hip hop, it gives you Afro beats, it gives you everything you need in an album. The one thing I do like about Burna Boy albums is no two sound exactly the same. And he hits like 4 genres in each album. So please do yourself a favor. Go check out the new Burna Boy album. Since Drake didn't drop his album For All the Dogs, I know y'all sitting up at midnight.
So upset. Y'all went to the internet to rage. And I'm sitting here like, what did you expect?
The Drake fake.
All he's going to do is disappoint y'all.
That's what light-skinned people who sing and rap do. I'm sorry. Too soon? I'm sorry. Okay, I'll leave it alone. You want to get into some good stuff?
What's the good stuff?
Let's talk about our favorite little cousin, Sha'Carri.
Now, damn it, let us. You just lifted my burdens. Let us. Come on.
For those who have been following in the track world, and I don't know how you could miss it, Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm claiming she my cousin since we both Richardsons. That's my little cousin Sha'Carri.
Yeah,
she fast.
Just like I claimed the Williams sisters.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, see, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So for those who may not remember, Sha'Carri was a champion track star. Her best events were the 100 meter and the 200 meter. And she was slated to she went to LSU and she was slated to go to the Olympics. It was supposed to be the 2020 games, but they got pushed back because we were in a little
pandemonium.
And right before the Olympics, she failed a drug test. And the reason why she says she failed the drug test is while on a press run for the Olympics, a reporter revealed to her that her biological mother had passed. And she was caught off guard. She was blindsided.
First of all, what the fuck?
You don't do that. I don't know if the journalist did not know or
this person.
I'm sorry.
I'm going on Google. Okay. I want to know what nigga told. I bet you it's not even a nigga. Let me
you do your Googles, but
it's happening, right?
Sha'Carri did not handle the news well, and she said she was very anxious, very emotional, and as a result, I believe she took an edible to calm herself down. And as a result, she failed her drug test. She was excluded from the first events of the Olympics, and we were hoping that she would have an opportunity to compete in the later events, but she had ultimately been removed from the Olympic team. Shortly thereafter, on a comeback tour, Sha'Carri was running again, but you could see that her performance just wasn't the same. It was almost as if like the bad press and all of the talking and the chatter she was kind of feeding into, and we talked about it on this podcast. She was tweeting at the girls from Jamaica, and we were like, Carri, don't do that. Just get focused, come back. Let me tell you something. World Championships. Sha'Carri, go ahead. Go ahead.
The journalists said I think it was the Washington Post, black guy was writing. He said she ran faster than most starships.
Yes. Baby was out of here. She was in lane 9, and for anyone who's ever run track before,
yeah,
you know that is not it's probably the least desirable lane. But she was in lane 9, and if you have not seen this race, I don't know how, you must be under a rock. But if you have not seen the footage from this race, I have no lie and no exaggeration watched this race. At least, I mean, it was an 11, less than 11 seconds. She ran under 11 seconds. It's 11 a second race.
10.65.
Come on, somebody.
10.65.
To see Sha'Carri in lane 9 running like a goddamn gazelle. I mean, it was just beautiful. And to watch her keep her eyes down the field and literally float. There's so many pictures of her because, you know, when you're a runner and you're training, the goal is to have your feet, it's called your strike, your feet touch the ground the least amount possible because you're faster in the air than you are when you're making contact with the ground, for those who have never run track before. There are literally photos of her floating where they got the snapshots where neither of her feet were on the ground. The girl was just levitating out. And more importantly, it's amazing to see her win, because after she came back from her failed drug test, you know, she placed last in a few races. She didn't do so great. She looks so much healthier,
so much better.
Her skin is glowing. She's smiling more.
She's hugging on the Jamaicans.
And y'all know, because we talked about it here, they were going like back and forth. She was taking shots at the Jamaicans. Maybe she felt like maybe they were taking shots at her. They were taking shots at her. And we said here, it's like, yeah, this is not what we want from y'all. To see them loving on each other,
like
hugging on each other, and seeing the banter between them two, taking those three taking selfies and ussies together. I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to shout out Sha'Carri for really digging her heels in and deciding, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get faster. She looks good. Whatever she's doing differently, you can tell she really dedicated herself to her athleticism and her craft. She looks good. That skin is glowing. You know, when your skin is glowing on the outside, that means things is going right on the inside.
Listen, drinking your water
and being covered by her grandma's prayers, because I know that was a huge part of it as well. Grandma prayers are different.
They are so different. How about that?
I'm so happy for Sha'Carri, and I hope that she continues to kick ass, and I hope to see her at the next Olympics. Because I'm gonna get a Sha'Carri shirt, and I'm gonna just be out here rooting for this girl, because you know I'm rooting for everybody black.
Everybody black, but especially Sha'Carri. But I echo your sentiments. Like, I knew something was different when she took that wig off at that first race.
Okay. Listen,
rip her out the lace front. She acted brand new.
I said, "Oh, she didn't come to fuck around. She didn't come to play with y'all."
She seems, and this is hilarious for a running story that we're talking about. She just seems lighter.
She does. She absolutely does.
Lighter. And you know, she ain't forgot. She ain't forgot nothing, because let me tell you, Black Honey was only talking to Black journalists.
I love that, but she was polite about it, because you know Sha'Carri from 2 years ago
would have cussed them out.
Yeah, she every Black media person who attended the race and wanted to interview her, she gave a great interview too. But she made it a point to highlight Black media persons at the championship events, and I was just so thrilled to see that also.
She remember.
There's not only a change in her running style, but there's obviously a change in her attitude as well. And I love that, because my wife and I were having this conversation. It's great to see Sha'Carri win, because we all know somebody who was very, very talented or very, very gifted, and they allowed one mistake to deter their entire trajectory. And I'm so glad that did not happen with Sha'Carri, because we can say it with numerous athletes and other superstars, musicians, and even people in our own lives. We all have a cousin. Every last one of us has a cousin, a sibling, or something who made one mistake, a simple mistake. It was weed. The girl was not dealing crack to children.
Yeah.
She had a bad moment. Yeah. And unfortunately for, some celebrities and, really important people, they have to live their worst moments in front of a camera.
And over again.
On repeat, on retweet, on reshared, on viral. To see her come back with a fresh attitude, I love it for her. I got another comeback for you. This one kind of caught me off guard. Guess who your cousin Keke Palmer spent her birthday with?
I don't want to talk about it because that's in my problematic list.
Okay, all right, that's fine. We can move on. I don't know if this is on your problematic list, but did you see the Trump R.I.C.O suite?
That's not problematic. That's hilarious. I said, "Oh, this album about to be fire." What we calling this album, y'all?
Ooh. The Trump R.I.C.O suite. They done arrested 36 people in Georgia.
One of them still in jail.
And of course, an African American. Now, why? It wasn't but 2 Black people caught up in this foolishness of a scandal. And one of them still sitting in his jailhouse blues.
And the Black Republicans have gone up for this individual. Talk about, why is it that the only Black person I was like, y'all keep joining the circus and being surprised when they treat you like monkeys.
Say it again. Ooh.
Y'all keep being surprised when you join their circus, licking their boots, shining their shoes, tap dancing for them, making them smile when they treat you like monkeys.
Whitney, you said
we told y'all.
We tried to tell you. You say the most profound things on this podcast. Every week you give us a gem. Every week you deliver a gem. Whitney's absolutely right. The foolishness that came out of I'm calling it the Trump R.I.C.O suite. I'm
calling it the White Album. It's not the
Black album.
That's the White Album.
Two things. I love the fact that everybody was waiting for his mugshot and it did not disappoint. Woof. That shit was bad. This nigga looked like he just been bit by a dog or something. It was
a pout.
Yeah, it was
an actual pout. I was like, you look like not my child, but you look like a child when a child has done wrong and he got in trouble. It's
pouting. He had to get on his jet, fly to Atlanta, and then he had to use a bail bondsman to post his $200,000. And I'm telling y'all right now, that man is broke.
He ain't got it.
He ain't got it. He needed a bail bondsman to post $200,000, and you're supposed to be a billionaire. I hear he's selling Mar-a-Lago to his son, but that's a whole other thing. I'll get more details and we'll report back. One of the things that struck me, and Whitney is a woman of a certain age, and I apologize for anybody under 25 because this might sound foreign to y'all.
Sorry, y'all.
Seeing Rudy Giuliani. Now, for anybody who's old enough to remember 9/11, Rudy Giuliani was the mayor of New York City when 9/11 happened and the Twin Towers fell. And for that entire year, he was considered to be an American hero. Grace under fire, poise under pressure.
But ask the niggas of New York. It's very different.
They ain't really fuck with him.
No, because who was that? Joy Reid was talking about it, and she was saying this man between her and Trump. Her. Rudy Giuliani is not a her. Between Giuliani and Trump, she said they terrorize Black youth because let us not forget, Trump called for the death penalty of 5 teenagers before any formal trial, investigation, any of those things,
and refused to apologize once they were exonerated.
Unto this very day, friends.
Ridiculous.
Meanwhile, shout out to Congressman Yusef Salaam.
Oh yes, I love it. Shout out to Congressman Salaam.
And listen, when he said he would make your enemies your footstools, when he said,
"Won't it preach?"
It's right there. The sermon.
Won't it preach? There's a whole sermon
right there.
Now Rudy Giuliani sitting up here
leaking hair dye.
Being a bando boy.
Begging Trump to pay for his bills. And Trump said, I ain't got it. I ain't got it to do.
He just tapped his pockets like he was looking for his lighter and said, yeah, nah, bro.
He said that like when he had them documents. Can we just tell him we ain't got it?
That was my favorite. Trump has said and done a lot of stupid shit. And y'all know it and I know it. Whether you love him or you hate him, you have to admit this motherfucker has said some wild shit. Yeah. But when he was prepping for his deposition and they were looking for those documents at Mar-a-Lago and he was on the phone recorded saying, what if we tell them we ain't got them? And his lawyer was like, baby, no, we can't do that. Baby, no, we can't. No Sugarfoot. No beloved.
It's not happening.
Oh my God. A mess. This guy is a fucking disaster. And it's all collapsing and falling apart. Good luck to him on his 3,600 indictments. And by good luck, I mean, may God give him the justice that he deserves. Nothing more, nothing less.
I came into my comments the other day, and I had said nothing about Trump. I literally just posted everybody else's, but I'm not posting his mugshot on my page. I just posted pictures of Kamala laughing and just Kamala laughing and stuff. But someone came in my comments of the pictures of the other mugshots and said, you can laugh now, but you'll be crying in 24 when Trump's our president. I said, what are you, 12? I'm like, have you ever voted, honey? Have
ever?
You ever voted? I was like, there's so many groups right now that are waking up the all right, so this is what I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I know we haven't started the problematic list, but
let's start it. I'm out of the things. Let's go.
This is not even on my particular list, but I tweeted this. I said, I am instantly side-eyeing, instantly cautious, instantly wary of any Black big figure with a large platform that is telling me either not to vote or to vote third party.
Amen. Now, I ain't going to say your boy's name on this podcast. I'm going to leave it alone. But yes, I 100% agree with Whitney.
It's always somebody I like.
It's always somebody you like.
Disappointing me like this. But you hear that when I hear them do fuckery, I'm like, that is
it's fuckery.
Now I'm gonna keep going to your bookstore and I'm gonna keep buying your coffee, but I don't
and that sweet potato pie slaps. But
okay, listen, scrumptious, do you hear me? But sir,
why?
I'm not. And we're still mad about Jill Stein. Anyway,
where the fuck is Jill Stein? I don't even think she was a real person. They made her out of Play-Doh, put her in the oven that Rita the Repulsor used to put them enemies in, that the Power Rangers would whoop their ass. She would go bake them, make them out of clay. Yes, put them, and then they would come terrorize whatever. Yes, the putties. So where is she? What happened to her? Where'd she go? Where the fuck is Jill Stein? Have we seen her? Have we heard from her?
You keep saying Jill Scott. We're like, we know where Jill Scott is.
Stein. Where is she?
In particular.
You seen her? No. I ain't seen her. Not tweet. Yeah. Anybody telling you not to vote or to vote for a third party is not a good person. They are not. They don't have your community's best interests at heart.
At least about Cornel West, who can't even afford to pay his own child support.
Girl, you want to talk about disappointed?
Why did it stop? All right, every Black figure that has some clout and respectability, do not enter politics. I remember a time when Ben Carson was a hero.
Yes, he was. He was. They used to let him operate on people.
I had storybooks about Ben Carson when I was a child, and I was like, "Oh, he's a hero. He's somebody great."
Fucking joke. They made an entire HBO movie about this man just for him to come out later and embarrass himself and everybody standing next to him
and his wife.
That poor We're not gonna talk about his wife. I have nothing kind to say about her, and then I'm gonna be a bad person. So we're not gonna do that. We're not.
No.
But yeah, I would highly encourage people who ain't got no business in politics to stay the fuck out of it. Please, because you see what happens when they let people who aren't politicians be politicians. R.I.C.O sweep.
Yes, look at this. And you could be the one monkey. No, that's not nice. You could be the one Black person in jail.
And you don't want to be that person. That is never the position you want to be in.
Yeah, no, not good. Not good. It's not good. I have a few other people to yell at.
Let's do it.
So unfortunately, while we were enjoying celebrating your birthday, your life, all of the wonderful things that you are,
Thank you.
Leo and summery and brilliant and just hilarious and
Say all the
fun.
right
And
things.
I'm just saying that's what we were celebrating.
Thank
You
you.
eating and swimming and everybody looking cute. A 21-year-old named Ryan Christopher Palmater decided that he was going to write a manifesto and then go and kill 3 Black people in Jacksonville
I saw and heard this story.
before cowardly ending his own life. And to all of I have no words for him.
None.
And that's the only time I'm actually going to say his name because I don't want to. We're not making these people famous. But to all of the journalists who keep saying racially motivated, this is racist.
This is racism.
This is actual. No, there's a difference between racially motivated and racism.
Yes.
This person said, I don't like Black people, so I'm going to go kill them. That does not lead one to racially motivated. Which is bullshit anyway, because the majority of things you keep sticking in that little folder
are
over
just
there,
plain old racist.
Y'all just don't have the courage to say so. Say that shit. Say that shit with your whole chest. Say that it's racist. Say that if it's homophobic, say it's homophobic. Say it's ableist. Y'all have no problem saying something's anti-Semitic, but y'all have a real hard time processing the fact that somebody literally left where he lived, went to the hometown, or went to an HBCU town, in fact, and killed 3 Black people there, and saying that was racist. Y'all need more courage. Journalism in this country is dying. I'm sorry, Rita. Do you have anything you want to add?
Oh no, you nailed it. You nailed it. It was a really sad story. And someone on Twitter, and God forgive me because I don't remember the handle and I probably should have wrote it down, said, do you realize how filled with hate you have to be to hate a group so much that you go and kill 3 of them, and you hate them so much that you have to kill yourself afterwards? That is a level of hatred. And like Whitney said, it's not racially motivated. That's just racism. That's how psychotic racism inherently is, that I hate these people so much that I have to hate myself because I have to kill myself after I attack these people. It's sick. It's
disgusting.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about these Republicans on this debate stage. Did you watch?
I did not. You know, I did not watch. I was on vacation, so no, I did not watch.
That's right. That's right.
I missed it. I had a great time.
That's all that matters, that you had a good time.
Thank you, friend.
I didn't watch it either, but I read, because I wasn't going to give my one little view. There was like a lot of views, but I wasn't going to give my one. So an entire stage of people stood up and said that they do not believe in climate change. And I would like to remind people that Philadelphia got a quarter of a minuscule of an inch of snow for the entire winter that we just had. Maui's smolder has just stopped. And then remember, this is paradise. Places in a California desert is now under a deluge because of a tropical storm. Meanwhile, places in Texas that are used to rain haven't seen any rain. We have just had our 3rd tornado, not watch, but warning.
Yeah.
Warning. The 3rd one, where me and my baby had to take a trip to the basement because they saw a rotation. I said, "Oh, I am absolutely not in my African American home." We packed our little backpack. I packed her some dinner, extra snacks, a blanket, flashlights, all kinds of stuff, books. I was trying to keep her safe.
That baby gotta have her books.
Oh, she's like her mom. I'm debating getting her a tablet.
Not yet.
No, not yet. But like, so she can carry around her books, not like one that's attached to the internet, just one where she can download her books and read them. Only so, because carrying so many books it's heavy.
You're absolutely right.
Yes. But these people stood on the debate stage. Meanwhile, a few months ago, our skies were orange because of these Canadian wildfires. climate, it doesn't matter if you believe in climate change the same way it doesn't matter if you believe in COVID, the same way it doesn't matter if you believe that Black Lives Matter, because those things are facts.
Those are
And
facts.
if you're having trouble saying that you're looking at facts and you're just going to ignore them, then you don't have the solutions that we need for a leader. And that goes across the board, not just Republicans, but anybody else who wants to stand up and be a leader in a community, in a school, and for the nation. If you don't have solutions for the actual problems that people are witnessing, people are seeing, people are watching,
it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. I was in Chicago last week. 117 with the heat index. 117 degrees outside in Chicago. Now, mind you, I've spent my summers in Chicago growing up. My father's from Chicago, spent a lot of time out there. 117 degrees. No. There were some surrounding suburban towns where the heat index got up to 120 degrees. Now, if that is in 2023,
help us, Jesus.
And we know that climate change is a problem that is snowballing and accelerating.
It's only gonna get worse.
Are y'all ready for 135 degree days? Because I'm not. My black ass cannot take that.
People are dropping dead in Texas. Just dropping dead.
Y'all are slow cooking people's grandparents. This is not the way to live.
Yeah. I see why the youth them are mad at us.
The youth them.
I see why. They're not necessarily mad at. They're not really mad at millennials. Like, they're mad at us for like other things, but they're not mad at us about this. They're looking directly at our parents, like, yo, raggedy motherfucker.
The way that a certain group, i.e., boomers, just deals with all the problems is to say it's not a problem. It's not real. COVID, not real. Hoax. Climate change, not real. Hoax. Okay, that's fine. When y'all AC units die because the wires, I was watching this on the news in Chicago, people's AC units were frying out during these hot days because the wires were starting to melt and cook. That's how hot. It's too hot. But, y'all keep on acting like all's good. Okay.
Y'all can keep pretending if you want to. There's enough people right now to outvote the boomers. It's just that we have to actually everybody vote.
How about that? Let's try that.
And not third party. Finally, this is my last one because I'm gonna keep it light, but I really want to yell at some people. Light. So eggs were like $9 an egg. They were 10 minutes ago. They only just started to come down. In my household, they don't eat a lot of eggs in our house. Like, if there's eggs, I eat eggs. They don't really. Them two Negroes. But if I buy eggs, they know that there's something that's going to happen, and it's mommy's making a cake. So
there we go.
There's eggs consumed. It's just usually in a pastry form. Why y'all out here cracking eggs on y'all toddler's forehead? I knew you were going to laugh about this.
This is the dumbest trend ever. I
knew you were going to laugh.
What is the purpose?
When I tell you I was infuriated, I knew you were going to laugh, but I was hot because the babies were sad and they were crying. And like, y'all got Miss Rachel out here telling y'all it's not appropriate. I'm like, Miss Rachel had to take time from content creation. Where is my I'm so happy jump clap? I want my music, Miss Rachel. I want my live shows. Y'all made Miss Rachel take time from her busy schedule with her headband and her overalls to come and talk to you grown ass. The thing that made me really upset is that there were so many babies that were just like, that's not nice, that's not kind.
Right.
Little kids, like, their feelings were like really hurt. I made an entire compilation about it and put it on TikTok if anybody feels like getting mad. Because somebody came in my comment section saying like, oh, them kids are fine. Y'all need to grow up. It's just a prank. I'm like, a prank on an adult it's a prank on an adult.
This is a defenseless child,
like 3, 4, 5 years old. Why y'all?
And the reality is, if I walked up to an adult and cracked a fucking egg on their head, they'd be upset.
They might beat your ass.
Okay.
Sounds
dangerous. You're picking on children because they're children. That's the reason why you're picking on them. So don't sit here and act like, oh, it's just a prank. Do it with somebody who can throw hands with your ass and then see if it's still funny.
Some of them babies were like letting these people have it. One girl took a scoop of them eggs because the lady kept talking. One of the ladies, she like took a scoop of them eggs and threw it in her mouth. The lady started gagging. Just and you can hear the little girl because she got down. She's like, "I'm tired of you doing this stuff to me." I'm like, "I'm gonna put that." See, you getting ready to end up in a home.
Right.
They're not gonna take care of you.
It's giving nursing home. It's giving Shady Pines. And a lot of y'all aren't gonna get that reference, and that's gonna make me so sad. If you don't watch the Golden Girls, you should.
That's all the people I'm yelling at for this week. Join me next week. The list will be longer.
It's been quite a wild week between jail and prison. People get swept up, cracking eggs on their face, and then basically you can throw an egg out of a window and it'll hard boil before it hits the ground. It's been a pretty rough week, but we're gonna come back with damn, I wish I could say that there was some levity, but maybe not. We got a renaissance of Beyonce and ruined a friendship, but we'll get back to that. Yeah, girl. Yeah.
She said, "Fan me off. I'm hot."
You guys will be back in just a second after these quick messages begging you to send us in letters. See you in a second. You know, we always love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you have a problematic question or story, feel free to email us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com, or now you can text us at 267-225-4648. Again, that's 267-225-4648. Standard messaging rates apply. We love to hear from you. Now let's get into today's problematic letters. All right. And we're back. And I just have to preface this before I get a name for this young lady. And I'm probably going to need you to name her friend. Let's just assume that they're both cisgendered women, and I apologize if they are not. But before that, y'all know that me and Whitney, but especially Whitney, love this Beyonce Renaissance album. So to see that this tour is ruining friendships is breaking my heart, but we're about to get into it. Give me two names. Give me the writer's name and her best friend's name.
What's that song? That's not Aretha. Who did it? It's the one where she's calling the lady who's calling the lady that she's cheating on her husband with.
What is
it? It's a black
Barbara
song.
And
Shirley.
Oh God. Okay, so Barbara is the writer and Shirley is her best friend.
Yeah, let's go.
Barbara wrote, "I passed up on going to see Beyonce this year because my best friend said that she couldn't really afford to go. We've seen every tour together. Even though I really wanted to see Blue and Beyonce, I told my friend that it was okay because we've seen her so many times. She posted a live the day before the show of her tickets and her outfit. We talk almost every day, but she didn't say anything about it before the show. Like 2 days later, after posting all about it, she called and told me that her sister got her ticket. I think she wanted to go with her sister and didn't tell me, but that's wrong because I could have went with someone else. Am I wrong for being upset?" She actually put, "Am I wrong for being," and then the angry emoji face, but I'ma just assume that meant upset. It's literally an emoji.
Barbara, no, cuss Shirley out. Because it's like, I get if you want to like go with someone different or like experience it with someone different. That's a conversation that y'all can have and say, "Hey, I've never done this with my sister, so I was thinking about just doing this with my sister, like a sister thing. I don't want to hold you up from getting your ticket. You go ahead, you enjoy yourself." That would have been the more, I guess, grown up way to handle that. The fact that like, I'm saying like if her sister got her the ticket like kind of close to the time, that kind of negates what I just said.
Right.
But still, like, I would have told my friend like, "Hey, I know you're going to see this. My sister got me a ticket, so I want to go, and this is what's going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Get the point." No, girl, you're not, Barbara. You are completely right.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong for being upset. Granted, clearly we weren't privy to the conversation. I do think it's a little weird though that she posted this on social media or whatever. She posted her ticket and her outfit, and y'all never had a conversation about it beforehand. If y'all have I'm assuming y'all have gone to these other shows together, or at least are part of a group.
Right.
Why didn't you tell me? Because I could have got a ticket. We could have rolled there together. Even if we didn't sit together, like, you're my friend. I want you to enjoy things. You should want me to enjoy things. Why is this? I don't think that you're wrong. Now, do I think that you ended the friendship over your friend going to a concert with her sister? No. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say her sister did get her a ticket last minute for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Say that. Like, why not? Because you knew your friend isn't going to the show because you said you didn't have it at the time. She couldn't really afford it. I've seen the retail prices for them Beyonce tickets, and
I'm still kicking myself because it was like floor seats.
Oh, bitch.
$350. $350. I'm like, damn it, you should have. It was an aisle seat too.
Oh, girl. Yeah,
I was like, you idiot.
No, tell me one more time why you didn't go to the show. I'm confused.
I was trying to be we'll talk about it offline. That's another problematic story for another day.
Okay.
There was money in the account. Let's put.
Okay, good enough.
It should have been my ass in the seat.
Okay. All right. That got it. 100% understand. Yeah, I know it's a big deal. I personally am not a huge fan of like arena concerts. I like Beyonce. I do like this album a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't go to arena concerts. I feel like I'm beyond that age. But
I'm beyond that
age. If this is something that me and my friend do, and we couldn't do it because money was what money was. We couldn't get the tickets in time, whatever. Right. If I got an opportunity to go, that is definitely for sure a conversation that I would have had with my friend. I would not have let her find out on live because we've all been fans of somebody. When you can't go to a show, not like I opted not to go to a show. I remember being a kid, I'm not going to say how old, when my mama said she was going to get me Backstreet Boys Millennium Tour tickets, and she tried her hardest, and them tickets sold out in 30 minutes. The devastation that I experienced not being able to go to that show. And if I chose to be the friend who doesn't go to the show without my friend, and you chose to be the friend to go to the show without your friend, have a conversation.
Like, that's another conversation.
I just feel like it didn't have to be. Why it had to be this?
We didn't have to act like that.
I don't have any advice other. I do have some advice. This is advice not just for Beyonce and Renaissance tickets, but I'm starting to see a lot of this on the internet. I don't know if it's like the social anxiety or what, but it's okay to tell people how y'all really feel.
Yeah, go ahead, y'all. Tell them how you feel.
If you feel that you can't tell your friend how you really feel, that might not actually be your friend. I'm noticing a lot of that, of people like feeling big feelings and then running to the internet and telling everybody but the person that they got the big feelings with.
Yeah.
We got to get away from that.
And perhaps it's me, maybe because it's like, it takes a level of maturity.
It does.
It takes a level of courage, but it also takes a level of like self-conviction. Like, you trust yourself, you trust your feelings and stuff like that, because we're so quick to like doubt our own feelings and doubt how we feel. And we'll run it by like 30 different people. And we won't just go ahead and say the hard thing to the person that we love. This is your friend.
Right.
Barbara.
What is your feelings between friends? That's right. I'm noticing that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's this idea that people have to, I don't know, validate it online. I don't even know what it is that causes people to have these like weird interactions not talk to their friends.
They want people to side with them.
Maybe that's it.
They want like somebody to just side with them, to see their point, to see them. But then they also omit a lot of like, their own culpability in this.
Right.
However, back to Barbara, I don't feel like you have any culpability in this. I feel like you were a good friend. And you did what good friends do.
Yeah.
You did. Because listen, and you still would be a good friend if she had said, I really can't afford it, I can't go, and you're like, okay, well, do you mind if I go?
Right.
Is that going to upset you? And everybody moved on, but you didn't even do that. You were like, you know what? We're not going. We're just
We're
not going
not
to go.
going.
And then you scrolling on Instagram, minding your own business, coming in from getting the mail, and all of a sudden,
from getting them.
You just hear you think, and you're just
right. You
fair.
posting about it, y'all here having a good time. And you know, if you're a real friend, you want your friend to have a good time. But there's definitely a conversation that needs to be had, like, baby, so you wasn't gonna tell me that you was going to the show? Maybe I could have got a last minute ticket, sat somewhere else, enjoyed ourselves.
So I could also enjoy.
Yeah, taking pictures, the pre-concert. Sidebar, completely off. Every time Beyonce pulls up to a new city, the outfits that y'all put together.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all deserve every good thing that is coming to y'all. Some of these outfits, some of the style choices are just
unique.
Yeah, yes. Just incredible. Y'all really lean into this Renaissance album and what the album gives you, and then like turning the album and the music into an outfit, and just coming with the hats and the hair and the nails and the jewels and
the swag.
The kids are all right. I just love it so much.
So are the old people, because I saw someone took their grandpapa to go see Beyonce, and he was getting his whole life with his little suit on. It was really cute.
He had a good time.
Had a great time. Was singing the words and everything, having a great time.
I love that. Yeah, Barbara, I ain't really got a whole lot of advice for you,
Barbara.
and Shirley. Outside of your feelings are valid, and if you have not been completely real with them, you can still feel good you can still feel happy that your friend got to see the show and express your real authentic feelings, that I feel slighted, I feel cheated, I feel like you weren't being honest and upfront with me, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the best advice that's all I got.
I honestly think that's all you need.
I mean, you can't fight her. That ain't right. She went to a concert with her sister. That you just got.
It's her sister. It wasn't like it was her. I was about to say something else.
Oh Lord, where are we going with this?
I was like, it's not like she went with like your arch enemy, because that no, she went with her sister. She wanted to experience with her sister,
not the girl you've hated since 3rd grade. We're not doing that.
Raggedy hoe tricked you every time you would go in your double Dutch jump. We'll never forget.
You want to talk about it on the next episode?
Oh, that never happened to me. I was
about to say it just seemed like a real feeling. I was about to say we could drag that bitch too.
I am a writer. I make up stories.
Lydia from the 3rd grade could get dragged just like everybody else. Everybody else.
No, not Lydia. But yeah, that's a conversation you can have. And no, please do not feel bad. Like, you don't need to feel bad for how you feel. How you feel is not only completely valid, but it also makes sense.
100%.
Yeah.
And also, as I've been telling my lovely co-host here, go see Beyonce in another city. Book somewhere else. San Antonio is a fantastic city. I love it. And if she got a show there, go see it.
I'm not going to Texas.
Okay, that's fine. I don't.
So Greg Abbott is no longer the governor.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe catch them somewhere else.
I was thinking New Orleans. I really was thinking New Orleans.
I think has the show been in New Orleans yet? When is the New Orleans show? I know
it's like the end of September. I know that you know. You're so
Whitney, go to the New Orleans show and take Barbara with you.
Come on, Barbara.
Well, y'all going together.
Can you see the Instagram of that?
You and Barbara. Barbara, please write us back. We're trying to get y'all to this concert together.
I'm going to yell at y'all every single week. Where are my updates, y'all?
I feel like y'all right, but y'all don't listen. I don't understand.
They write and they listen. They probably just don't want to update us because life has just moved on.
This was a big issue last week, but this week I don't care. I get it. I 100% understand.
But no, you better get you off your ass and write
us back. Show. Flights to New Orleans can't be that expensive.
Thank you.
And keep us posted and let us know.
Thank you.
I hope everybody here has a fantastic weekend. Happy Monday, everybody. It's Virgo season, ain't it? Ain't Beyonce birthday next week?
The 4th.
Okay, y'all go
At
on
the
his.
concert, everyone's supposed to be wearing silver, and I can't
Oh,
wait because
oh, y'all.
she asked online if everyone
No,
could
she
wear
didn't.
silver
You
for
know
her
what?
birthday because she's
And
performing on her birthday.
y'all about to light wherever the hell she gonna be
She said
on
we're gonna be
4th
a
up.
giant disco ball, and I said, "Oh, I want to see the fits."
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to give our commentary after that because that's gonna be awesome. Y'all might get an early segment on that.
Listen, that might be a social post.
I think so. I think
I
it should
might
be.
curate a social post of just the Beyonce fits
I
for
think you
her
should.
birthday.
That's gonna be good. That's
Mhm.
gonna be really good.
Mhm.
Anybody who's going to that show, be sure to write us afterwards because we want to hear all the
Please.
happy joy about it.
Yes, yes. Do the mute.
Do the things.
Do the mute. Oh, wait. This might be a good problematic thing. I'm
Oh,
sorry. Do we
yes,
have to
no,
end?
no, we don't have to end. This is our show. We do what we want.
I saw a compilation of a video of all of the mutes across the Renaissance tour. And this
Mm-hmm.
particular thing makes me want to dive into sociology because when she was going through Europe, nobody did the mute right. Nobody. She would go on mute
Oh,
and then they would just cheer, "Yay!" Or they would just keep going, "Big energy," doing the words, right? Soon,
as she touched
she
down.
stepped into Philadelphia. And Philadelphia made me proud because that mute.
Was okay.
Then Atlanta entered the chat. I think it was either first or second night. I can't remember which one. I feel like it was first night. But don't be screaming at me, y'all. Right into the show and let us know which night it
Let
was.
us know.
Because girlfriend was out there in her pink and she said mute, and it was like the lights went out. It was so quiet. And she said, "Y'all
Perfect.
win, y'all win, y'all win."
Yes.
Then it was like, oh, it was another city, but it was unexpected. I can't remember the name. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't remember the name, but it was just recent. Their mute was
Pin drop.
parallel, parallel to Atlanta's. And so now I want to write this whole piece about how like the communal muting and why Europe has so much trouble about it.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
But the
Oh.
blacks, the
I
blicks,
think
the
I
blick
think
pentas,
I think you should do it.
I'm this close.
I
I'm this
support
close.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up, you know what? That's what I need some joy today. So
Make
this
it
is what I'm gonna do.
happen.
I'm gonna take that segment, those videos, those mute videos, and I'm going to make a shorter compilation because that compilation was long, child.
Yeah.
That person was doing half the song. I'm like, let's get to the mutes. So y'all better mute. Okay.
Y'all
She
better
said mute
mute.
on her birthday, y'all better mute.
And if you
At
ain't wearing
once.
disco, don't go. Disco silver, don't go.
Discos.
Disco silver, it's a color. It's Crayola's on it. They'll get there.
Also,
Disco
y'all,
silver.
I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, or maybe it's just me. The amount of silver items that have come out recently. I saw a Coach bag,
Yes.
a Coach bag, metallic silver. It was like a small one with the card case, and I was like,
Yeah.
y'all did this because of Beyonce.
She is the culture. I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
tell y'all. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Do the mute. Do the mute.
Do the mute.
And then write us and tell us how the concert was.
Please
We
write
love
us
to
in.
hear it.
Yes,
And
we
hopefully
would.
y'all ain't beefing with your friends. We don't want them problems.
Sorry, Barbara and Shirley.
Yeah, I hope y'all get it together. And also, Barbara, I hope you meet Whitney over in New Orleans for the concert. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed and fantastic week. We will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.